I just couldn't justify the expense of a decent Leatherman Wave or something like that. Not at this stage anyway, because I'm always losing things. 12 tools in one, it's a little bit ambitious, but the main tools I use are the knives and the pliers. When you buy this tool, it's quite stiff. It takes a bit of freeing up like a lot of pliers, but if the tool was really loose, I'd be complaining. That as far as play goes, there's a little bit of play there, but nothing major. This is the box or the packet that it comes in.
Because of the price point, you'll see that it is made in China.
It is my understanding that this model is superseded, but you still seem to be able to buy it. I actually bought this one from Bunnings here in Australia. There's a NXT version, which is I think it's a later version of this, and it's got a few extra tools. This is a 12-in-1 tool, so it's saying it's got a needle nose pliers.
What I really like about these pliers is that they're spring loaded. Also, the tips are quite precise, so they'd be very handy for removing splinters if needed. The wire cutter parts of the pliers definitely come in handy.
It's got a fine edge blade.
This blade's almost razor sharp when you get it out of the packet, so you've got to be very careful when you first open it up, especially when the tool's quite stiff, as you could quite easily cut yourself.
It's got a serrated edge blade. It's also got a saw.
I personally think the wood saw was a bit of a gimmick, but in situations if you were doing some sort of bushcraft and like needed a precision cut, it could become in handy.
It's got a Phillips head driver.
This is quite a funny looking Phillips head driver bit, but I wasn't sure that it was going to work, but it actually did work. It got the job done. Mind you, this is only pine softwood.
It's got a small flat head driver. It's got a medium flat head driver.
Yeah, I think these screwdriver bits, they're a bit of a get you out of a situation, but you'd have to be very mindful not to overload them or twist them and break them off. This is a combined bottle opener / can opener. As you can see here, you just got to put the can opener across the can, one either side of the lip, and it's a slow task, but it gets the job done. Just be careful you don't cut yourself. In case you haven't already noticed, but when you open an e-tool or knife, there's an automatic tool lock. So in order to put it back into the body or the frame, you have to release that lock by just pulling the little spring-loaded tab down with either side of the tool or one side of the tool, depending on your strength or how loose it is. I really love these scissors. They're really sharp. They're quite precise. They're quite small, but yeah, just really preserve that blade where you can. These scissors are great for trimming your toenails or fingernails if you need to. It also comes with a retractable lanyard attachment point, which is great because if you don't use it, it's tucked away out of the way. It's not protruding in any part of the tool.
So the good thing with this is when you don't have your pliers open, you can access the tools from the side of the handle. You can pull it out of your pocket and you can just get the knife, whichever knife you want, whether it be the serrated knife. They're quick and easy. So they're the two main ones. They've got a little lip on the edge of each of those two, so they're easily accessed. Oh, the rest of the tools have got a little notch in here for your fingernail, and depending if you've got fingernails or not, and especially the saw, it's really hard to get to. You've got to stick your finger in the side and then grab it with a fingernail. It also comes with a little carrying pouch, which I've just cable tied up onto the parcel shelf, so it's easily accessible. I've also got the Gerber Ultimate Survival Knife there as well. It's on hand, but I can just grab this. I've got a pair of pliers, a knife if need be, and the really good thing I find is the scissors. So I don't need anything too fancy and too costly, mainly because I'll lose it.